morning. I am checking. Okay. Let's make sure we're good to go. Come on. Come on. I'm waiting for the thing to go so I can start recording. Like that doesn't mean like I've been posting anything lately. But I actually have a plan, and I'm probably going to do some more organized stuff down the road. Come on. Road. Okay. All right, we're good to go. Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Resales. I'm Ryan. I get stuff from yard sales, garage sales, thrift stores, similar places. Try to make a few extra bucks online. I live stream most Monday mornings, maybe once or twice throughout the rest of the week if I find something interesting or have something interesting to talk about. Last couple of weeks, I think it's just been Mondays. Last week was slow. A lot of eBayers will tell you that too. That the past week, unless you came across something really exciting, stuff hadn't been moving. So that's the way it rolls sometimes, though. It's something you gotta live with. So I only do this part time, thankfully. But I do have some interesting things to talk about, and do have a few finds from over the weekend. Had a couple of community yard sales where I found a few things. Nothing to blow the door open. I think we'll see how it shakes out. And we will go from there. First off, the sales is I sold a couple more of these bad boys. These are Samsung SmartThings ADT water leak detectors. I think they're Bluetooth. I bought several boxes at $10 a box from Goodwill, with two of these each in them. Somebody, I don't know if they were new old stock or somebody didn't need them or whatever, but there were probably 4 or 5 boxes of these things for $10 a piece. I've been selling them $25 individually, and they've been moving. So, love new old stock. It's always great to come across something like that, particularly when it's really inexpensive. Because multiple quantities, it's a lot less work, and that's what's great about it. I've got a couple or 3 things that, like I got some knives or whatever that they don't sell a bunch, but I only had to do the listing one time. Tweak the price like once, but other than that, I got a few other things I think that they sell okay, but for the amount of work you put into a multi-listing, it's great. Next up, one of my more consistent things that I grabbed to sell, hymnals, Baptist hymnals. This went for $12. So if I see a Baptist hymnal for $2 or less, I get it. Because these are consistent sellers as well. Almost doesn't matter the condition or the age. Sometimes age helps on some of these. So about the only thing that seems to be worth less, make them worth less, is if you do have the church name printed on. The clean ones sell a little bit for a little bit more and a little bit faster, but I've sold both consistently. So something to think about there. All right. That was the sales this whole weekend. So it was Saturday and Sunday. So that was It's a little discouraging, but it's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. With Christmas about to amp up, things are going to get a little bit better. Things are just a little slow right now. So I do think the hurricane going through has affected a few things, even though it's not a lot of buyers. People have tailed back a little bit, so we'll see how that shakes out. Next up is I got a bunch of these Treasury of Illustrated Classics. These type of books do okay. I'm going to put these on Facebook Marketplace probably today or tomorrow and see if I can move them that way before I put them on eBay, because there are I'm in some children's book groups and that sort of thing that people are after these sorts of stuff to read for their kids. Some of them are good, some of them are not so good. The big white books, Great Illustrated Classics, tend to do a little bit better. These probably sell the best along that genre. They sort of an abridged story. But they do sell. And we'll see how I can get them out. Next up is vintage camera. I don't grab these a bunch, but it was inexpensive and had lenses. So lenses can still be used across multiple cameras. So I'm going to have to get with a buddy. I'm going to look these up. I got a friend of mine who does a lot of camera work too. So see what he needs out of it. But this isn't even digital. It's an old Olympus. Sometimes the flashes can still be used. But this is an old Olympus camera. I mean, this was high-end, not like super high-end in its day. And there's a few of these that still sell. I mean, not near what they used to. But the super high-end cameras still do move a little bit for hobbyists or collectors, or there's still specific uses that they can have. But that is those things. So I've sold several lenses over the years. When I've gotten them, I think I paid $10 for this. So I think the cameras I think I'll be able to find some reasonable use for it. And I guess I have a buddy who collects old cameras. He may just want it anyway. I'll have to ask Dave. Anyway, okay. And finally, the fun part. The fun sale. The fun find is these. These are, I don't know a whole lot about ephemera. I don't know a whole lot about stamp collecting and letter collecting and that sort of thing. So I had to do a little bit of looking up. But these are first day of issue, postmarked, letters and postcards, and just a bunch of interesting stuff. And I bought this whole box for $20. There's more than 20 things in here. So I think the right collector there, I'll be able to get I'll be able to sell those. I have to do some looking up. Some of them are from the 40s, so they're older. I looked up some lots, and some lots from like the 60s and 70s sold decently well. So I'm wondering maybe if some stuff from the 40s and older. There's some older stuff in here that I'm curious as to the value on it. And it's going to be some homework and some legwork on these things. But I think that maybe we'll find something interesting to handle here. So 1950s or 1957. 1960s, but I got some 40s stuff in here. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, that is everything, I think. So, and it's Monday, and I got work to do, and so do you, I bet. So, y'all be good out there. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll probably see you next time. Because it's my show and no one else does this.